Okay. What's up, everybody? Another Arcade Talk live stream. Hopefully, everybody's having a great afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you're at in the world. Hopefully, you're having a great one. And please smash that like button to help the stream out. Welcome, everybody. I know there's two people that were on my stream waiting, and this is the first time I've used StreamYard. So I screwed up my freaking stream. So hopefully, those people who are waiting at 2, hopefully they find this video live stream. What I could do is maybe put a community post out. Can I hear myself? No. My microphone's way over here. Can I hear myself? Yep, I can hear it. My microphone's way over here. All right. Oh, shit, I'm wrong. Yeah, there it is. All right. I'm back screen. All right. You're trying to get used to this StreamYard. If anybody is in my live stream, can they leave a comment to see if the comments work? Like, so this is the first time using StreamYard. So I'm trying to get all the kinks out, of course. I killed my original stream. So I didn't know what I was doing. New software, man. It's always a pain in the ass. Okay. Oh. Hey, what's up, Angry? Hey, what's up, Papa Brad? How you guys doing? All right, so figured out how to do comments. Hey, you're on. Yes, I am on. How you doing, Angry? How you doing, Papa Brad's? Trying to figure out StreamYard. First time using it. So I killed my other stream I had going because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I had to create a new stream. Your Mr. Ducab is fire. Oh, thanks, man. Hey, did you notice my Mr. Do is higher, guys? I didn't get to do it yet. You can't see down below, but I brought Star Wars down 2 inches. So I bought a new riser. Star Wars was on a 6-inch riser, and it was a little too big. The flight yoke was a little too high for me. So I got rid of the 6-inch on the Star Wars, and I put a 4-inch riser on the Star Wars. That's why Star Wars is a little bit lower than Dragon's Lair. You know, you can't tell because I got the top knocked off. And then I put the 6-inch riser on Mr. Do. So you can see how tall Mr. Do is now. It's almost as tall as Tron now. The control deck's in a really nice spot, too, man. I really like how the control deck height is now on that Mr. Do machine. I don't know if you can see the marquee any better in the dark. No, we can't. But So that's why Mr. Do now. You see my Pac-Man over here, Grugu, how short it is now. Look how short that thing is now compared to all the other cabinets. It looks funny. So I have to get a 6-inch riser for Mr. For Pac-Man now. So I was gonna do a short video on the extenders, or the risers or whatever. Extenders, I guess they're really called, right? Called extenders. But I didn't get to put that out yet, since I was messing with StreamYard all day. But I'm happy though. It almost looks like a real arcade. Let's try to pop that up a little higher. There you go. Now you can see the tops. You can see my lightsabers up there too. Now you can see how Star Wars is a little bit. I'll get my logo out of there. See how Star Wars is lower now than Dragon's Lair? Star Wars was actually a little bit taller than Dragon's Lair before, but now it's a little shorter. But like I said, the flight yoke's in a perfect spot. And yeah, you can see my Mr. Do decal there. And if you didn't know, I did paint that Mr. Do machine. I painted it all green and put that decal on. Those decals are so easy to put on. They're like they have like air holes in them, so they don't bubble up on you, which is really nice. Hey, what's up, Ferno? Yo, what's up? Yeah, your Mr. Dude cab is fire. Thanks, man. That's my cabs. Okay, you guys here for the top 5? For me, anyways. My top 5. I would like to see. So let's pop up. Let's see what okay. Should I do honorable mentions first, or should I do the top 5 first, then go back to honorable mentions? As soon as someone mentions fire, I appear. Okay. And Papa Brad says top 5. Okay. So I'll do top 5 and then I'll do honorable mentions. Okay. So my number 5 is, I was going back and forth. My top 4, man, I had boom, 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 boom. My number 5, I had to go back and forth on, and that's where the honorable mentions come in. Not, anyways. My number 5 is Pole Position. Love that game. Love the game in arcade, and I love the game on my Atari 2600. So it's an awesome looking cabinet. It's Atari, right? So they've got a bunch of Atari games. So I love to see Pole Position. Plus, it's another car simulator, which would be awesome. This one is pretty easy too. They could use the same cab almost as Outrun in that. But there is my number 5. Pretty cool looking cabinet. I always like the marquee too. The marquee was always pretty cool, right? But that was always a fun game to play. I didn't realize they actually have a insert in there. I did not realize they had an insert inside their monitor. And then if you guys want to see any gameplays of any of these games, let me know. Most of you guys already know these. So my number 4 is Moon Patrol. Freaking awesome game, man. Look at that cabinet, dudes. I mean, it's a Williams. It's such an awesome cabinet. Awesome marquee. Awesome side panel art. You got the awesome control deck on here as well. Just an awesome looking machine. I think I had some. There's some video clips of it. Moon Patrol. Oh, man, that's it. I'm looking at awesome graphics on that thing, man. So you always got some cool graphics on there, man. I remember this game, man. I first played it, man. I always thought it was freaking hard, but the more you play it, easier it got. Really cool game. How you been, Pharaoh? Inferno, how you been, man? We have Moon Patrol on arcade. Of course you do, Papa Brad. Yeah, I wish they would make it a waterfall deck. They probably want to make it a waterfall deck, though. So there's some gameplay of that one. But will they do the waterfall effect? Probably not. And then my number 3, which probably will never happen. Been working like crazy, but loving life. That's right. You said you got, what, 2 jobs now? Is that the original cab I showed you? That is original cab, right? Here's a nice picture of it out here. Yeah, there's a nice picture of it. Yeah, there's a waterfall deck. Nice. But Arcade 1-Up will not do a waterfall. Since they didn't do it on Dragon's Lair, I doubt if they do it on that one. So, Papa Brad, is that original cabinet there? I just love that color blue too, man. It's an awesome color. I mean, how many arcade machines do you see in that kind of a blue? Very retro, yeah. Hey, what's up, Common Sense? Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, Common Sense. How you been, man? But yeah, it's an awesome looking cabinet, man. I mean, even the bezel looks nice. It's just an awesome looking machine. Okay. And then my number 3, which probably never happened because it's a Nintendo, and it is Donkey Kong. Love Donkey Kong. One of my first games I ever played. The cool thing is, man, I'm tempted. When I was looking up pictures for this stream tonight, I saw Donkey Kong machine. It was less than $1,000, and it was I don't know if it's original or not, but it's the original cabinet. It's probably been redone, but it's the first one I ever seen below $1,000. I'm so tempted to buy it. I'll be tempted to buy it, and then I'll wait too long, and it'll be gone. I'm just kind of scared because I never had a real. I have to read the subscription. They might have modernized it, but it is the cab though. It's this cab design, which is the original cab design that they had. One game, I've been looking for this. I've been looking at this for years, and the arrow is around $2,000, but somebody had one for $1,000. So that makes me wonder, it doesn't work. So I have to read up more on that and ask you guys more questions. Not bad. Nice, Common Sense, nice. Would love a Donkey Kong 3 cab. Donkey Kong 3. I have to look up that one, man. When I'm doing my top 5, man, I'll look up the Donkey Kong 3. I don't remember the cabinet on that one. But can't go wrong with the baby blue Donkey Kong. But yeah, I always like that cabinet. First game I ever played, I think. Okay, so my number 2 is Zaxxon. Love this game. Love playing that game in the arcade. I don't know if this is the greatest pictures. I know sometimes the Zaxxon came in a wood. They would have the black side art, and then they would have the like a wood colored cabinet. They also had a silver one too, and I always liked the silver color. I thought this one was silver, but it's not. It's some kind of nasty skin color. I don't know what you want to call that. Cool marquee, awesome side art, awesome game. Love them. Love to see them come out with a Zaxxon. Man, that's such a bad picture. Man. And this thing will not let me go back on this one for some reason. But I can't remember who made Zaxxon. Was that Sega? Was Sega make Zaxxon? I can't remember. Miss Donkey Kong Country. I played that Donkey Kong Country. I think. What happened to Flight Stick? Oh yeah, the Flight Stick get gone too. See, such a bad picture, man. What happened to the Flight Stick? Get gone. Shit, it sucks. It won't let me go back. I had this thing up too long or something. I have to find a better picture. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's see, arcade. Does this one have a flight stick? This one has a flight stick. Flight stick. Not the greatest picture in the world. Got a good view of the side art though. Cool side art. Yeah, I never saw this color in the arcade. Did anybody see that color in arcade? This like brownish tan looking. I don't know what that is, but at least we got the flight stick. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Was this a sit down version? Oh, of course. I don't know. Let's stand up. Man, that thing doesn't exist either. Hey, someone see the flight stick here. It's not a bad picture. Yeah, here's that wood panel on the one I was telling you about. That some of the Zaxxons came with the wood, but now you got the control deck flight stick. I love Zaxxon. Anybody else like this game? I love that game, man. I played so much. Hey, what's up, Dan? Dan Z. Yeah, it is Sega. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was Sega. I know you're number one. I know you're number one wanted cab. What do you think it is, man? Sega, yeah. I thought it was Sega. So see, they could do Sega, right? I mean, I just think it'd be a cool cab. And it's another one with a flight stick, which would be really cool. I don't know what other games they would put on Zaxxon, but or Zaxian, how do you say it? But love it. Oh, they got a Galco right next to this one too. Okay, and then my number one. Anybody know what my number one is? Got to be trilogy. No, Fast and Furious. No, hey, isn't Fast and Furious coming out? I know Angry, if he's still in here, he knows what mine is because we discussed this last week before anybody else got on. But my number one is Super. No, Spy Hunter. Love to see Spy Hunter, man. I love this game. It's Bally Midway, so they could do it because they've done those cabs right before. It's a freaking awesome game, man. Look at that. You know, it would be cool too. Is it's not much different. The cab itself looks like a little bit like Star Wars with the flight yoke over there with the slanted control deck. So they could use a Star Wars control deck, just put a different, steering wheel on there. And the cabin itself kind of looks like a Tron machine. I mean, it doesn't look much different than my Tron machine back there, right? See if I can get a bigger. See, look, the style is not much different than Tron. I mean, they wouldn't have to change the Tron that much, man, to make a Spy Hunter. I mean, look at the cool art on the side. You got the racing stripes down there at the bottom. Get back up there. I mean, look at it. You got the stripes down here. Got the cool side art picture on there. Awesome marquee, man. I mean, one of the best marquees, I think. It's an oversized marquee, too. That's what my stand. Oh, man, you had to stand up Spy Hunter for $800. Gas pedal kept giving me problems. Man. I'd love to have one of these. That sucks that your pedal was sticking. But yeah, they could just use the same control deck as Star Wars, really, and just put a steering wheel on it, and then you got the turbo whatever button in the middle of the steering wheel too. I mean, it's a cool looking steering wheel. And don't they have the fire buttons up on top too? I do believe. Spy Hunter was heavy to move, I bet. All those old cabs are, ain't they? Look, they even have round speaker grills. They can use your pinball speaker grills on there. It's slanted like the Tron's monitor, or like the new Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man coming out. I mean, so they could do this cabinet easily. And it's Midway. Come on. I love to see that. See a little bit of gameplay on this. I can't believe nobody got me trying to find a short video on there. Hey, there's what's his name? Do we have sound? No sound. Rip the dreams. My dad did hear. There we go. Yeah. Love that music. That music, man, brings it back. Yep, triggers are weapons, van button, and middle. Yeah, the van button. Yeah. I mean, listen to that, man. It got some awesome game music on this thing. Love playing this game in an arcade. Loved it. Come on, we gotta get the arcade one up, man, to get this game. I'd love to see that. Surely it doesn't make your top 5. I mean, I do like the trilogy, and I wouldn't mind having that. Oh, there's. Can you guys hear that? Hope you can. I forgot about the fog, man. Or smoke. Forgot you could do that. It's been so long since I played this game. Ah, rip his dream. I could get to like the 4th boat stage. Game got harder as you progressed. Yeah. I think I've only made it up to that far. I don't think I've ever made past. All right. I just love that freaking music, man, and everything. Okay, so that's my top 5. I mean, I've been talking about Spy Hunter for a very long time. Trilogy, I would love to get that game too. I think they have a. Since they already, I don't know. I mean, since they already did Star Wars, man, I could live a while for the trilogy. Since I just got Star Wars, maybe in 2024, I'd like to see them come out with the trilogy. But that's my top 5. So you got the Spy Hunter, you got Zaxxon, you got Donkey Kong, and then Moon Patrol. Love that cabinet, Moon Patrol. So the 2 that didn't make it was I was trying to think of which ones I really wanted. Oh, and Pole Position was my top 5. So Pole Position, Moon Patrol, Donkey Kong, Zaxxon, and Spy Hunter. That's my top 5. And the 2 runner-up I had. Well, really, it's just 1 because 1 I don't think they would ever make. Wow, this brings back memories. And it doesn't angry. It's awesome. All 80s respects. Yeah, that's right, man. It is all 80s. That's I basically grew up in the 80s, so in our arcade we had I used to go to a lot. The one in my hometown I can't remember. It was so small. I played it, but I don't remember the name of it. But the one I used to go to the mall, it was actually called Tilt. Was the name of the arcade. It was cool because the door they had going to it was tilted a little bit. It was so cool looking. So simple, but so cool with the door slanted and all that. Hey, what's up, Hobby Hands? So Hobby Hands says my number 1 real cab is either Star Wars or Assault. I'll have to look up Assault. I don't remember that one. My number 1 would be Punch Out. Dan Z. Guess what? Guess what made up my runner-up, man? My runner-up was Punch Out. And what's cool about Punch Out is it has a double screen. Do you think Arcade 1-Up would ever do a double screen? I don't know if they would ever do a double screen or not. That'd be so cool if it came with a double screen like that. Tilt. Did they mainly do pinball? They did have a section of pinballs. They had like one whole section of it for just pinballs. It was really neat. That name always stuck with me. I'm grateful that Arcade 1-Up made my dream cab. We had Tilt, Atari, Adventure, Timeout, Atlantis Castle. Oh, you had a Tilt too? Yeah, the till one of ours was pretty cool. It was at the Mill Creek Mall up in Erie, Pennsylvania. There's Punch Out. Punch Out's pretty cool one too, man, with all black. I didn't realize, Punch Out's like at least this option here I found. This actually looks like a Donkey Kong cabinet, which is another Nintendo, right? Punch Out was Nintendo, I do believe. So you got Nintendo on that one and Donkey Kong, but I don't know if they have any license with Nintendo. And it's like, if Nintendo's not going to give out their license, they should make arcades again, like these 3/4. Oh yeah, that's a good comment there, Dan Z. That is true. Dan Z said if they can do the D Dragon's Lair scoreboard, they could do a Punch Out monitor. Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard, right? That was always a cool game. I love that game. Remember playing on Nintendo all the time. Yeah, that would be a really cool one. And the one I really wish they would do, but they probably would never do. It's one of my other favorite games in arcades, and it was Battle Zone. They got the 2 sticks, man. I remember playing that for the first time, man. It was so hard with those double sticks. I had timeout and putt from my local arcades. Nice. I like these. You can put these comments, man, up on my stream. It's awesome. I had timeout and putt from my local arcades. Yeah, that mall I was at, they actually had 2 arcades in that mall, but I can't remember the other name of the other arcade. Was like on the other end of the mall, and so my favorite one obviously was Tilt, but I spent time in the other one too. I just can't remember the name, so obviously it was not rememberable, right? So it must not have been a very good name. Or the DMD pinball, the cheapest Punch Out I found here was like 2,100. That's too much for my budget for it to break down. Yeah, I hear you. That's what I said. I was telling. I don't know if you're in there, Dan Z, but I did find a Donkey Kong machine, original looking one, for less than $1,000. I don't know if that one has issues or what, but I'm tempted to find out more information about that. I'd love to have a Donkey Kong, especially I wouldn't mind having. And the Donkey Kongs were smaller anyways, weren't they? I do believe they were a smaller cabinet than a lot of these other ones. But Battle Zone, man, I'd love to see them do something like that. And they don't need to put the. I mean, it was so cool playing this game because you had this viewfinder right here that you looked into, and it kind of brought you closer to the gameplay. But they really don't need to put that in there. They could just make it a regular screen. They don't need to put this viewfinder on there, or whatever we want to call it. I was too short for Battle Zone. Still too short. But did they have a step up though? Didn't some of these Battle Zones have like a little step up? See if I can find another picture. Oh yeah, this one had a little bit of a step up. Yeah. See, even with the step up, you were too short. You had to bring your what were they called? Milk crate curtains. Hey, what's up, bad guy? What's up, man? Just did my top 5. Bad guy, Mike. Trying to get used to the StreamYard, man. We had an original for 1,100 DK in our classified last year, but I did not have the cash at the time. Yeah, like I said, I saw one earlier today when I was trying to find these pictures. I found one that was less than 1,000 for DK, and it was the original cabinet. I'm not sure it was original stuff inside or not, though. Then Z says, yeah, they have DK here for $950, but I wonder if they're refurbished. Nintendo cabs tend to be light to move around. See, that's exactly what I was thinking, Dan Z. I wouldn't mind if it's refurbished or not. I mean, I'd rather have new stuff in it anyway, so that, the old stuff probably breaks a lot, but I just love to have just the cab itself, It don't need to be original. Refurbished is fine with me. But yeah, I'll have to figure out where I saw it and see a little more about it. What do you think of Battle Zone? Papa Brad's, man, what do you think of that? And I don't know if you heard me, Papa Brad, but they don't have to put that viewfinder on there. They could just make it a regular monitor. It'd be cool to have that on there, but I just don't see them doing that. And would they put the little step up in here? Probably not. That'd be kind of cool though. But you know, they had, you know, Battlezone had pretty cool side art too, man. I mean, I like that side art. That's a game I spend quite a bit of. You know, see how expensive this one is. There's a double sticks, guys. Yeah, they're only selling it for $5,500. I did not realize the speaker was down here on the front like that. I did not know that. I don't remember that. See if we'll find some video of it. Oh, I forgot the damn inside looked like that. Is that really what it looked like inside? I don't remember the inside, what it looked like. First 3D shooting game. Oh yeah, I did look at that because I remember this up here. I remember that. That's so cool looking, man. Not the greatest sound effects in that. Yeah, the viewfinder did make it really cool. But yeah, man, remember the inside of the cabinet looked like that? I mean, that would be so cool if they actually did a viewfinder, man, because I forgot it looked 3D in there. I do remember this thing in the middle of the circle. It was a cool game. I haven't seen one in years either. So there's that. Didn't have the greatest sound effects, I don't think, but cool game, man. I mean, it would be awesome, especially if they did a viewfinder. But yeah, hey, you can get one right here, Papa Brad. Oh, this one, yeah, right here. Vintage Arcade Superstore. It's only $5,500. Woo! Battlezone Vertex. I wasn't good at, but played occasionally. I was decent at it. I wasn't no damn pro. I was no pro at any of the games except for my Mr. Do back there. About the only one I was decent at. But I spent a lot of hours on it. I liked it. It's one of those games. The more you play it, the better it gets. Better you're. You had to get used to those double sticks. Yeah. Oh, Assault had double sticks too. I have to look up Assault. I recall a submarine game they had Battlezone like viewfinder. Yeah, I think I remember that too. I think I remember that as well. Let's see if we can find anything on that. Okay, so there. If you guys, for anybody else is on here that was on it earlier, my top 5 I like to see Arcade to do is Pole Position, Moon Patrol, Donkey Kong, Zaxxon, and then Spy Hunter. Spy Hunter is one I really like to see them. That's my number 1. I'd love to see them do a Spy Hunter. Totally different game, and plus, plus it's a card game too. You know, you don't have that many of those yet. Okay. Ah, shit. I shouldn't have got rid of the last one. All right. Pop that back up in there. Oh yeah, there it is. Here. Oh yeah, it's had that telescope thing. I remember. Yes. There it is. I can't see the name though. Submarine. Is that what it was called? Submarine. It was called Submarine. Submarine arcade game. Midway. Midway made that one too. So they made the Submarine first, and then they made Battlezone. Must be because Battlezone was 1980. This was 1979. We find some video on it. Let's see. Let's find some video. Okay. I don't think that's it. So is this really it? Oh, that was a Sega game too. No, they said it was Midway. Ah. Let's see. Because didn't they say it was Midway?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games back with a true legend this evening. Check this one. That is another submarine. So you can see all the wear all over the cabinet. And this is tin, by the way. Very cool. It's got a little wear on the front of it there. Insert coin over there on the right and Seawolf up there at the top because of trying to miss the mines and hit the guys and bam, bam, bam. Now on this one, I don't know if they're all like this because I haven't had one in the past that I really paid all that much attention to. But
okay, yeah.
Basically, whenever the missile fires, your crosshairs are more accurate, kind of up where the ship is. The missile doesn't always come out of where the bottom is, like this part is. It's more like where this part is. So
I don't know, man. That one didn't look as. So that's what a little bit of the gameplay. So this is not the gameplay there. I don't see any more. All right, so that's submarine. That was Midway as well. There's the cabinet again. At least some of them look like, anyways. All right. Yeah, I have to look up Salt. I recall it's a game. Yeah, the last time I played a real one, it was a Cabaret. I have not. Have you seen the last analog tank simulator from the 1970s? Awesome. Running on Pi now. So cool. I have a Pi. I have a Raspberry Pi in my Mr. Do. I have not seen that. I used to have an electronic battleship game. The game was unique due to its including spy planes. Each ship had its own type of weapons. Electronic battleship game. Yep, Seawolf. Yep. Seawolf is it. Let's see. Let's look up Assault. Does this say here? I don't remember this game. That's what I just clicked on. And his vintage store, man, has all these games. Man, they have a shitty freaking picture, man. Look at that crappy picture they have on here. I mean, that's the only picture they have, too. $3,000 on here. That's just going to be the logo. Yet. Oh, it's Atari, too. Man, I don't remember that game. Oh, yeah, there's... Damn it. No thanks. Oh, yeah, I see the double sticks. See, they can put the battle zone, man. They can do a battle zone and assault, man, since they're both double sticks. Oh, yeah, there's the double sticks. They're a little different, though. I don't remember this game at all. See the gameplay. Nameco. All right, Inferno. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by, Inferno. I step out. One stream, man. Thanks. I appreciate it, Inferno. This is outside of the arcade scope. Check out Outlast Trials. Man, this game would be hard with double sticks. This would be a game to get used to, too. Peace out, man. Peace out. Yeah, I can see how it could be fun. Definitely probably a game you got to get used to. Stage 1 clear. I like the music. Oh, wow. There it goes. Oh, yeah, I see her. Yeah, definitely a tank game. Yeah, this game looks like a lot of fun. Thumb triggers, yeah, I saw the triggers being below. And I think Battlefield or Battle Zones were on top. But to me, you could put the thumbsticks anywhere you would want. I mean, up top, down on the bottom. I think that's where this one was. I think the buttons were on the bottom for the thumbs. They're probably a little easier to use. That game does look like a lot of fun. See, now you got 2 games with the double sticks. So see, if they come out with that arcade type, man, they could do Battlezone and they could do Assault. I can't believe I've never seen that game. What year did that game come out at? Oh, that's an older game. That's why. Yeah, it says 1988 right here. I was in the military by then. Yeah, if you like these type of games, you should check out Enter the Gunyan. Is it Gunyan? I played on my deal. Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that. Hobby Hands. I think you talked about these Tron sticks in one of your videos. Or no, you were talking about the Star Wars cabinet you're making. You're using a GRS flight stick for your Star Wars 3/4. Let's see if I can find anything on that Common Sense. Was it an arcade game? Oh, that one had looks like this one. Oh yeah, there it is, Gunyan. So that one had guns. Oh no, is that it? Yeah, I think that is it. Who made that? I can't tell who made that cabinet. Does it tell us here? Enter the Gunyan, House of the Gun Dead. There's a wiki for it. Gunyan, enter the Gunyan. Developer was Dodge Roll. Developer Digital. Oh wow, it's 2016. They actually have a cabinet for it. That's actually interesting. They actually have an arcade cabinet for that game. That's pretty cool. Oh, you can get on Steam too. That's pretty cool though, man. You can get on. Here's arcade machine with it. It's a pretty cool looking cabinet. I don't know if somebody DIY'd it or what, but it's a pretty cool looking cabinet right here. What if there's any other games out there? Let's see. Is there any other double stick ones out there? I searched, did not come up with it. Just showing joysticks. Oh, didn't somebody talk about Tank? Here's Battle Zone. There's another one that had double sticks. It's a 2-player. Same fucking page. It's gonna be the same one. So there's a third game out here called Tank. That's based off that freaking game I used to play on Atari 2600. I forgot about Tank. I forgot it was arcade. So here's another game we could add to that. Who makes this? Who makes this? I don't know if it's a. Well, obviously it's a real game. I remember playing this on my Atari 2600. Yeah, good old Tank. Not sure who made Tank though. Anybody know who made Tank? Double Stick Smash TV. Oh yeah, I forgot that doubles. Yeah, Smash TV. Yep. I think Papa Brad or somebody was just talking about that Smash TV. Is that you, Papa Brad? If you're still here, I don't know if he's still on here or not. Twin stick shooters. Combat. Combat's another one. Here's one here too. What is this? Atari Ultra Tank Arcade. So this is that Tank Arcade, just a different looking cab. Man, my internet is slow tonight. Atari Ultra Tank, 1978. Damn, we're getting into the 70s now. Oh, that's a little one too. That's a little arcade. Somebody made that or something because this is like a double. This is like a 2-set, 2-piece. So that's Atari as well. This was Atari, right? Or just Midway? No, it says Atari. So Battlezone was Atari. Tank was Atari. Assault, though, I do not think. Was Assault Atari? I can't remember. Hobby Hand, you still in here? Can't remember if Assault was Atari or not. That'd be cool if it was, because dang, you got three games right there you could add to the cab. Ah, and they're famous for three game cabinets. Combat was. Oh, Combat. Was that what it's called? Combat. I remember playing that when I was a kid. Marble Madness. That'd be so cool, man, to have a double stick arcade cabinet, man. That would be so freaking awesome. That looks so cool. And then if you did this tank one, man, with the freaking double, it was a 2-player cab. One of these worked. Look, man, this is a 2-player, which of course you have to have 2 players, right, to play tank. So you're not playing against a computer. But that'd be so cool, man. That would be so neat to have that. Did they have arcade for that? Well, did somebody make this though? Atari. Marble Madness. Oh, that was a trackball. Nice. I remember Karate Champ. Oh, that one used twin joysticks. I do remember that game. This was a trackball. I think I remember seeing this. I don't think I ever played this game. If I did, I played it maybe once or twice. I do remember I seen some of these graphics. I remember the game.
It's not a walkthrough, playthrough, review. It's Marble Madness on the Midway Arcade Treasures compilation thingy on the Xbox. I played this on the NES some months ago and was amazed at how good that version was. This version, as far as I can tell, is arcade perfect. All it's missing is the trackball, which is a shame because I really like the trackball because it was.
Man, a trackball would make it harder, I would think. Marble. Oh, this is Marble Madness 2. So they had 2 games of this, Dan Z. Man, this game would be hard, dude, with the trackball, man. It was just so freaking hard not going off the freaking sides. Dang. So that was Marble Madness 2. Yeah, well, the other one I wish they'd come out with is I wish they would do, since they have Paperboy on these cabinets, they need to do a dedicated Paperboy cabinet, right? I mean, Paperboy comes with a couple of their games. They need to make a Paperboy. You know, and the thing that one thing they could do with Paperboy, because they say, oh, you know, it has a unique joystick or whatever, but all they have to do is, you know, there it is. There's a bicycle handle, but you know, you can make a cheap version if they don't want to make a dedicated because they're like, oh, what other games are you going to put on there? Is, you know, you can make a cheap version of this, the steering handles, whatever freaking handlebars. You know, they can make it as a add-on to a joystick. So, you know, all the joysticks, you know, all the balls screw on, right? We'll just screw on the bicycle handles. You know, because it'll say, oh, you know, what else can you play on that game? Well, you're probably other things you can probably use those handlebars to do. I mean, Crips, you could probably even almost do, you know, Star Wars with those. I mean, it almost looks like a Star Wars mechanic. But if they didn't want to do one, just that, they could just make a generic, and it just screws onto your joystick. I don't want to be completely the same. I'd love to have I would if they made this game, I probably would buy it. But they put it on other cabinets. They just need to make it. I would buy it. I mean, because I'm not really buying any more arcade one-ups. I mean, the machines you see behind me, those are my dream cabs I always wanted. Pac-Man is just, you got to have a Pac-Man, I think. It has Galka on it and stuff. But those are the 5 machines I truly, really wanted. And I got them now. So you ain't going to get me with another Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man. I'm just not going to buy another one. I never knew that Paperboy could have so much energy that it knocks cars off of jacks. Well, like I said, you could be generic and just have a steering wheel screwed down on your joystick. I mean, that would simply do it. And then you can put other games on there. But there's probably other things there's got to be other things you could do with that. I mean, you could almost do racing games maybe with that, but I don't think it has a pedal. But you could always add a pedal on there, I don't know. There's things they could do. But like I said, generically, what they could just do, just have a screw onto joystick ball. Take the joystick ball off and screw on the handlebars. At least you'd get the somewhat same feel as that. I mean, I always thought that game was so cool in the arcades. Yeah, Paperboy is pretty much like the Star Wars. That's what I was thinking too. So there's things they could do, I think. Have you ever looked at Facebook Marketplace, Dan Z? Because I've seen them below 500. I think at Facebook Marketplace. I'm surprised they haven't really gone down a whole lot on Arcade 1-Up or any of the stores that bought them. Because that was those were in stores too. I'm surprised you haven't been able to find one a little cheaper. But you guys, if you didn't see my video, you can see my Star Wars, man. Here's my Star Wars. I actually have kind of if anybody's watched Kong or Us stream last week, I got those tubes like he had on that. It's funny, me and Kong or Us actually got them on the same day, but you can see it right there. My tubes I got from that guy off of was it Etsy? Etsy or eBay? I can't remember now. Was it Michael? I can't remember. But you can see it on my Star Wars there. Hey, what's up, Kelvin? Calvin Sucker. What's up, Calvin? What's going on, man? Still at work? Short-handed tonight. That sucks, man. My 3 arcade 1-Ups are Star Wars Dragon's Lair, and I got the original Golden Tee, but I hate it. Why don't you like the Golden Tee? But yeah, that's my the Mr. Do back there. Right there. Mr. Do, there he is. That was a Street Fighters 2 cabinet. And then I painted it and put the decals on, got the marquee. And then the yellow trim you see on that, that's actually T-molding from the Street Fighters 2. That's the only cabinet I have that has true T-molding from Arcade 1-Up. Does anybody else know if they did any true T-molding? Because this truly is a T-molding. It's a plastic and it's embedded into the wood. It's the only one I've seen or have that actually has true T-molding. None of the other ones I have true T-molding. Has anybody else seen any Arcade 1-Ups with true T-molding like that one? Street Fighter 2 is the only one I know. But so I had to make my own. As you see, I still don't have a bezel for my Mr. Do yet. Rep the Dreams. But everything else is finished on that game. And you see, too, if you guys weren't in there earlier in the stream, my Mr. Do is almost the same height as Tron and Dragon's Lair. I have it on a 6-inch extender. Hey, Angry is still in here. You got Star Wars? I got Legends Arcade last night. Yeah, I got Star Wars. It's the second. I ordered it pretty much I tried to get it from Arcade 1-Up direct, man, but after they did their live stream, they were sold out, so I had to get it from Shop Hippo. But I did get it earlier than I was supposed to. I think I got it 2 weeks earlier than I was supposed to. through Shop Hippo. So, but I got it. As you get, oh, look, you can actually see. You can see the flaw they made. You see the black frame above the coin door there that is not supposed to be there. And then the box that it came in does not show this. So it definitely is a flaw because on the box they have it in the right spot. Legends Arcade. Nice, Calvin. Nice. Oh, that's yeah. See, you can't read the marquee. It's Pac-Man. It's the Pac-Man cabinet. I think I got that one for $200. That's the first cabinet I got was Pac-Man. No, I was going right there's Pac-Man. Yeah, see the freaking. You can't really see the marquee on it, but that is Pac-Man. So I got Pac-Man right here, Tron, Mr. Do, Dragon's Lair, and then Star Wars. Star Wars is on a 4-inch extender. Mr. Do is on a 6-inch extender. Dragon's Lair is so tall is because I had bought 18-inch, 16 or 18-inch riser. So I do not have the Arcade 1-Up riser on my Dragon's Lair. If you see this right up here, see this little panel right here? That's my riser for Dragon's Lair. Oh, see this little board over here on my Tron? That's a part of the riser as well from Dragon's Lair. I did not use Arcade 1-Up riser. It was too small, and plus I did not want the decal on it. Okay. I want to ask you guys something real quick. On my Dragon's Lair, right there, you see my T-molding, I have a purple strip. Do you guys like the purple on there? I don't think you can see it with them. It's under the black light. Oh, yeah, it's glowing some. See my Tron over here. Yeah, man, everything's backwards, man. Pac-Man has yellow tape on it. See, it's glowing. You can barely see it, but you can see a little bit there. My Tron, I have blue tape on it that responds to black light. That's blue. That's yellow. I took off my green tape on Mr. Do. And now I have this purple tape on my T-molding over here, on my molding, I should say. Do you guys like the purple on it, or should I go with red? Some Dragon's Lairs did come out with red T-molding, but I don't have red tape for it. Does the purple look okay? It doesn't light up as good as the blue. Look at Tron. I'm going the wrong way. The Tron and Pac-Man over there, right here. Those glow pretty good under the black light. This purple is not too bad, but I don't know if I should continue with it. That's why I only have it halfway down, because I'm not sure if I like the purple or not, or should go for red. Dancing Angry? Hype. Oh, you want to see it Dancing Angry? I did not see that coming. Dancing Angry hype. I don't think Angry's gonna dance, man. If he does, we ain't gonna be able to see him. Denzi Golden. I'm just used to the bar one, or at least Golden T. Or the backspin and faster gameplay, and the better graphics. That's right. That Golden T, that Arcade 1-Up, didn't have very good graphics, did it? I heard a lot of people complain. Wasn't that the first machine that came out with a different monitor than a BOE? I know BOE is not the grand of all, but for Arcade 1-Up, that's the best one they've had. Hobby Hands, I got Pac-Man for the Galka. That was first 1-Up. Yeah, I mean, truly, I got Pac-Man. I like Pac-Man. And I like Galka. And I got it for Pac-Man, Galka, and Dig Dug, and Galaxian. I do like Galaxian. I hate all the other games on there. I don't like any of the other Pac-Mans. I don't like Mappy, Wappy, or Zacky, whatever they have on there. I really just got it for Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Galka, and Galaxian. That's the 4 games I got Pac-Man for. I really like those 4 games. Hobby Hands says red. You don't like the purple trim? There's a little better. Yeah, I wasn't sure. But the cool thing is, see the purple on the front here? It does kind of match the tape, though. That's what I was thinking. Red, for some reason, red black tape is hard to find. I mean, you can find all the other colors: pink, yellow, green, blue. Red is so hard to find for some reason. I don't understand why. Red seems more of Dragon's Lair color. Yeah, wow. Like I said, some machines they did have the black T molding, and they had some machines that had the red T molding. So I guess I'll just have to go because I did find some like a 6. You get 6 tapes in one, which I have all the other colors except for the red. But like I said, for some reason, red is so hard to find, and you can't find it by itself. I have to agree with red T-molding. Would look good. Nobody likes the purple. I can put pink on there. I got pink. Want me to put pink on there? I ain't putting pink on there. But Calvin says, T just got my new Legends Arcade yesterday, and I can't wait to update the software on it this weekend. Did those come together, or do you have to put those together, Calvin? And what games does that come with? In the dark purple, poops more. In the light red, pops more, poops more. Pops more. In the dark purple, pops more. In the light red, yeah, because I don't think the red glows is really good either under black light. But this one wasn't too bad. It doesn't look too bad under black light, but yeah, I just had to break down and buy that. Like I said, I'll have to research. It's been a while. It's been probably about 5 or 4 months since I looked up the tape again. Maybe somebody sells the tape, red tape now. Dan Z, yes, just a very slow in the original golden T with where you turn right. Actually says turning right or turning left. Yeah, it sucks. It's just a very slow. Yeah, that's one game I didn't play a whole lot, Golden Tee. Oh no! Sorry, Danzy. Actually, one of the few that like Mappy over Blaxian. Not me, man. I tried to play it. Maybe I should give it a chance. So I've only played it like maybe once or twice on this machine. See, the Paperboy even has a cool freaking marquee too, man. I like the marquee on that Paperboy. It's like, Paperboy is a cool cabinet. I forgot I had the freaking pedal too. I forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. Hobby hand, white half edge banding with red spray paint. You would never know it was not white. It's interesting, hobby hands. It's good to know. So that's going to be one of my projects this weekend. Find red, black lit tape. See if I can find some. I saw it on Amazon. Like I said, the only one I saw though it was the roll 6. And the other 5 colors I already had, but that's all right because I'm already running low. And I didn't think I used this purple. Here's the purple tape right here. You can see it's the perfect size for a T-molding. It's exactly the same size of the T-molding. You don't have to cut it or anything. Yeah, hobby hands, and I can't wait to see more of your 3/4 scale Star Wars, man. I love to have that insert you're making. If you ever get time, man, I'll pay for that insert. If you can, I don't know if you could put an insert in Arcade 1-Up though. There's not a whole lot of room there. I don't think it would fit in there. But I can't wait to see more of your Star Wars machine there, hobby hands. Hobby hands, make sure it is. I said, well, the tape I use though, it's not real sticky for one. It does leave a residue though, because I had a green strip on my Mr. Do I just took off today, and it did leave a residue, but that's no big deal on that one because it was actually real T-moding. Any other games you guys would want to see Arcade One come out with? You can see my freaking. I don't have my speaker grills on my Dragon's Lair. I actually got square speaker grills for that. Even though I own 3 Arcade 1-Ups and 1 Countercade, I never even play these. It's just pretty much to look at. I'm more a PlayStation 5 player, but I grew up in the late 70s. Yeah, I grew up in the 90s. I can't even say it with a straight face. Yeah, I was in 70s, 80s too. Hey T, guess you decided not to answer my questionnaire. It's cool. What was your questionnaire? What do you mean, Calvin? What I miss? What was your questionnaire, man? Yeah, I've been crazy busy this last week. I hope to do more. Yeah, me too, man. So far, your cabinet looks awesome. And you're right. It's going to look so much like the original. You know, this one here is not looking. I mean, this one's pretty close, especially since I got those tubes on here now. And the front plate right here, too, is from that guy, too. At least it looks a little bit. Now I wish I could get some decals and put the decals like right here, because they had decals like on the side of these tubes in your Star Wars. If you guys see my cursor, and I know the stickers are supposed to go inside of the tubes, but we don't have no room. I wish somebody would make some decals where you could stick it on the outside here. It was like that red and blue. It was almost like a triangle shaped. Love to see that. Oh, and I do have a control deck coming from Mod 1-Up for Dragon's Lair. It's supposed to be here tomorrow, I do believe. And a cool thing, and anybody know anything about Mod 1-Up? They did a waterfall control deck for Dragon's Lair, and the vinyl they use actually has the same feel too as like the Arcade 1-Up yoke here for Star Wars that has that rough on it. That's how they did the Dragon's Lair waterfall control deck. Actually has the same rough vinyl whatever on it, so you do not need the plastic cover over your control deck anymore. So that's supposed to come tomorrow. So I'll be doing a video on that hopefully this weekend. Calvin, how's everyone doing this morning and evening? Oh yeah, I guess for some people it could be morning, huh? I'm doing pretty good, Calvin. How you doing, man? When are you leaving work? Dan Z, Bozo, Calvin, what all games are on Arcade Legends and how much are those? I'm intrigued. Yeah, I've seen those Arcade Legends. They've been out for a while, haven't they, Calvin? They have pinball too. They have a pinball one. Well, that's that. Yeah, isn't that games the same as Legends or no? No, 2 different things, I think. I told you 3 times I bought the Legends arcade machine. I got it yesterday. Oh yeah, I did answer you, Calvin. I asked you what games. I said, well, I asked you, do you have to put it together like Arcade 1-Ups, and what games does the Legends arcade machine come with? And can you add games to those? I can't remember it. I looked at those like a long time ago, but I just don't remember anymore. Because I'm pretty much done with Arcade 1-Up. I'm tired of all their flaws and all their games. Like I said, the only way they'll bring me back is if they come out with something like Spy Hunter or any of those 5 I might buy. Spy Hunter, I definitely would buy that one if they came out with that one. But, you know, it's like and I love Arcade 1-Up. You know, thank you, Arcade 1-Up, for the games you come out with. I just wish your quality control department was a little better. I wish they had somebody else in there. Like, just like this coin door on Star Wars. I paid all that money and I got a flaw. The coin door is not where it's supposed to be. And why can't they do the marquees, man? I don't understand why they can't do marquees. All the marquees stink. Only one as good is the Pac-Man one. It's the best one they ever did. But that's the only way I'd go back to Arcade 1-Up. So I'm pretty much done. I got all the 5 cabinets I wanted from them. Well, Mr. Do I had to make myself using a Raspberry Pi and a Street Fighters 2. But I do like to get an iArcade. I'll be in with Papa Brad and then with iArcade. I want to get one of those, and I do want to get a pinball. I want to at least get one pinball machine. Anybody in the stream, what's the best pinball machine to get? Comes with 300 games, monitor already assembled, putting the bottom on this weekend. Are you going to do a video on it, Calvin? What are some of the games it comes with? Just if you know any offhand, just any of them. So it's not a total assembly like Arcade 1-Ups. So it's somewhat assembled or what? Oh, so ordered USB stick comes with over 3,000 games. Oh, wow. Yeah, so you can't quite see my spinner back there, but I did get my spinner from Glenn from Thunderstick.studios.com. I did get a spinner, and then he had this Tron spinner on Amazon over the weekend. I actually got that. You can't really tell, though. So I do have the true Tron spinner back on there. So I did that. I got control deck coming for Dragon's Lair, and I do have a marquee coming for Star Wars. I think that's all I have left. And I got the risers already for... Oh, Calvin, did you notice my Mr. Dude's up higher than it used to be? I actually put a 6-inch riser or extender on that. That's why my Mr. Dude's almost the same height as Tron now. It's kind of cool, too, because right now I have Tron's high, Mr. Dude's a little bit lower, Dragon's Lair's a little higher, and Star Wars a little lower, so it's kind of cool. And then Pac-Man just looks out of whack out back there. So in real life, you come into the room, it looks like a little toy compared to all the other ones because they're so much taller. I mean, you can see between Tron and Pac-Man the difference back there. Freaking hilarious how small Pac-Man is now. So it is half assembled. So I take it comes with a lot of classic games. Yeah, I forgot to do my question I forgot to ask, but most of you guys already told me. What is your top 5 or top 1 cabinet you would like to see? Anybody left in the stream, what would be the one cabinet you really would love to see Arcade 1-Up come out with? Mine's Spy Hunter. I'd really love to see them come out with that one. It's a unique game. It's a unique cabinet. Star Wars Trilogy would be one I wouldn't mind seeing either. That's Sega as well, I do believe. Well, let's look it up, duh. I got my freaking thing on here. Why not freaking just look it up? Let's look it up, Dan Z. There's an Arcade Entertainment. They do have pinball. Anybody on here, what's the best pinball to freaking get? So you have Legends Ultimate Mini. Oh, Calvin, is this top piece is what comes together? This whole piece here, one piece? And then you have to put the control deck in this bottom piece on? Or this is what you have to assemble as this bottom piece, right? I think this sets the top, this bottom, if I remember. Yeah, 300 games, includes Centipede, Space Invaders, Burger Time, Aladdin, Lion King, Tron. Oh, they have Tron on there too. Don't have the flight stick though. Oh, they have the Star Wars trilogy on there. How about that? That's a 24-inch monitor. What's the price? We can't buy them. I'll shop now. $600, Dan Z. I completely agree with you, and I'm done with Arcade One. What up? The prices? Yeah, the prices too, right? Yeah, it's like Tron too. Tron, what did I pay? $650 for Tron? So I got a pre-order, so I got $50 off. I think they were $700 at their pre-orders. My Tron was turned off, and my spinner broke. When I turned that Tron off, my spinner was working. A month later, I turned my Tron back on to play it. The spinner was broken. It wasn't even turned on and it broke. I wasn't even playing it and it broke. It's like, what the hell? I turned it on. It's like, I thought it was disconnected. And then I pushed up and down and that worked. I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me. Freaking broke. Turned off. The only thing that I'm interested in is Tron. Do you play yours a lot? Or you happy? Yeah, I'm happy. I mean, I love the look. It has that box feel that I always tell everybody about all the time. It's one of their better. It's probably one of the best machines they came out with. Tron and Star Wars, to me, is probably their two best arcades that they came out with, because Tron is almost the same as the original. Star Wars is almost the same as the original too, but they're not, quite. The only thing they're really missing on the Tron is the translucent panel that was set in the back. That's the only thing they didn't add. They could add that easily, but they didn't. But that's the only thing missing. But yeah, I love Tron. I love playing it still. I love Discotron. I mean, I do like the game still. Okay, so I was right, Calvin. All right. My side panel came with Star Wars. Oh, there's Star Wars on there? Oh, yeah, I do see it on there. So is this the side panel that you got, Calvin? I see Star Wars on there. I see Wreck-It Ralph. I see Space Invaders. Tetris. Dan Z, I've seen some of those, like Arcade Legend stuff, or I guess some of those knockoff, and like 960, and they don't have the games I never heard of. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can add any games to that. Well, I guess you can add it through what like Calvin's doing. I think you said once you get that USB stick, okay, you order a USB stick, it comes with more games. Okay. They can stick in those. That's what makes Arcade unique. They actually had that store where you can buy different games. They had it on sale Friday to Monday. What was the sale price, Calvin? A spinner on Tron broke within 1 hour, replaced with GRS. Yeah, that's what I got in my Tron 2 hobby hands. I got the GRS spinner. And Glenn actually had some of those Tron, spinner tops. Actually, over the weekend, he had some of those on Amazon. He didn't have it on his regular website page, but he actually had it on his Amazon page. So I picked up the Tron spinner top. It's really for his the 01 spinner. But I just wrapped some electrical tape around my around the knob and then stuck it down on there and tightened it up. It works pretty good. So I got my Tron spinner top back. Calvin at Games is having another sale soon, coming soon. I love my Tron. Yeah, I agree with you, Calvin. I love my Tron too. I love looking at it. Freaking awesome. Wait until I make the video. Oh, your video gonna tell you how much you paid? Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely watch the video, man. Dan Z, I would love a Mad Dog Laserdisc game for Arcade 1-Up. I think they could do it. a laser disc. Yeah, they probably could. They could have did Dragon's Lair or a Tron laser disc. Yeah, Dragon's Lair laser disc. I've been playing Donkey Kong. Yeah, see, that's the one of the. I don't think you're on here, Calvin. I actually found a Donkey Kong original cabinet for less than $1,000. I want to say it was $800 or $750, and it was the original cabinet. I'm not sure about the gameplay though. I'm not sure if it needs fixed up, or if it's refurbished, or if it was modernized. I'm not sure, but I'm going to look into that later because $750. I think it was $750 or $800. That's about the same price as arcade one-ups, right? If I'm going to buy a replica for $700 or $650, I might as well buy an original looking cabinet for $750. Same, in its original cabinet. So it's the same size. I know those Donkey Kongs and Popeyes and all those were a smaller cabinet. I got mine at $399. I had to pay for shipping and handling costs. Man, you got it for $400, right? So you got a $200 off, man. Nice. You're always finding deals on these things. Denzi, it's not the Star Wars trilogy. It's Star Wars. That was on the Super Nintendo. Oh, okay. I think that one even played pretty good, though, didn't it, Denzi? The one on Nintendo, Super Nintendo? I think that was actually a decent game. So they have pinball on here, too. I'm interested in pinball. Legend Homes Arcade Console, Legend Auxiliary. Oh, so yeah, this is at games. Okay. I thought it was. I mean, so their pinball's $800 too. Anybody in the chat have at games pinball? So that's why Arcade One Up is charging $800 for their pinball machines, because at games is selling theirs for $800. My question is, which one's the better pinball machine? Hey, what's up, Vet Gamer? Legends Ultimate Pong. They got Pog. True, Star Wars and Dragon's Lair are the best looking. The only one that missing is Tron. Oh, so you have Star Wars and Dragon's Lair? Okay. You put yours on extender or anything? DayZ? Like I said, my Dragon's Lair, I actually have it up on an 18-inch riser. So that's why my Dragon's Lair is so tall, man. If you can't tell, my Dragon's Lair is actually taller than Tron by 4 inches, I think. 4 inches or 3 inches. But you can see it's pretty much taller than Tron. Probably refurbing cab. You talking about Donkey Kong cabinet, Calvin? Wait for the sale this month. Oh, so the sale's going to be this month. You know when that sale's going to be? If they knock this thing pinball down $200, man, I might get that if it's any good. I don't know if anybody has that. Yep. Because they made a spinner terrible. Yeah, everybody I know too doesn't have the original spinner anymore. I mean, like I said, mine broke just sitting there. It was turned off even. So I don't know what happened. I mean, a wire go loose. I'm not sure what the hell happened. It would go up and down. It would work, but it would not spin. Freaking just weird. Oh, thanks, Vet Gamer. Dragon Lair look good. Yeah, I did know you got Dragon Lair look good. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's sitting up. It's almost 6 foot. Dragon's Lair. When I'm playing it, I feel like the machine's higher than me. It's really not. It just has that effect. I'm like probably an inch or two taller than Dragon's Lair. It's funny because I just dropped my Star Wars down 2 inches. When I played that, I felt like the machine was higher than me, but once again, it really wasn't. It was close. But now that I dropped it 2 inches, I feel like I'm taller than the machine. I liked how it felt before, but the flight yoke was a little too high for me where I had it on a 6-inch riser. Now it's on a 4-inch riser. That 2 inch made a difference because I almost felt like I was like playing Star Wars up here. So now it's like a regular height. And you can't tell either. I put up the Mr. Do up on us. So I took the 6-inch riser off Star Wars and I put it on the Mr. Do here. So Mr. Do has a 6-inch riser. You can see the control deck is a lot higher than Tron. And even a little bit higher than Dragon's Lair, but it actually is a comfortable height. It feels like the control deck height in arcade. So I really like that. It's funny that it looks like it's so much higher than, especially Tron. I mean, it's so much higher than Tron, but it's a comfortable height though. I like the height of it. So anybody in here have a At Games pinball? Oh, next week, Calvin? All right. Sale at Games next week. Look out for sales here at Games. Legends Ultimate and hopefully maybe pinball will go on sale next week. So keep an eye out on that. My room too full of arcades. I know, man. You keep buying them. Watch your videos like, dang, Calvin got another damn arcade machine. Where's he putting all these things? There's Common Sense. Yeah, so if I got an arcade one pinball, you know, I haven't heard. Calvin, have you had any problems with your arcade one up pinball? I like the artwork they have on this. Because they look, this At Games and 22 table built in. What size monitor do they use? So they use a 32-inch monitor at the At Games. What size monitor does Arcade One Up do? If I got Arcade One Up pinball, it would be the Star Wars one. How was the pinball ones at? Well, Ridge Racers sold out. Oh, they dropped these down. They're $749 now. They were $799. I missed the monitor size. Yeah, if you'd buy a bigger riser, Danzy, you probably would enjoy it. I don't. See, anybody know what the freaking size of the monitor is on these pinball machines? I hate they don't have specs on here anymore. Calvin, you remember what size monitor they use on these pinballs? I want to say they're 27 inches, but I'm not sure. Oh, okay, yeah. It's 24-inch LCD playfield, 7.5 LCD score screen. Okay, so it's a 24-inch screen at the Uzi. So Legends is definitely a bigger monitor. When I say 30, yeah, immersed pinball experience 32-inch. Wow, it's almost 10 inches bigger. Yeah, I might have to do the Legends pinball. Same price. Oh, look at all the stuff they got on there. You got HDMI there. Looks like a USB. Oh, here we go. Yeah, look, you got HDMI. Look at all these connectors they got on top. That's fucking awesome. That's something freaking Arcade 1-Up don't have. That's pretty cool. So you should be able to hook these up to a computer, man, and live stream them. That's freaking nice. So interesting. I don't think you can. You can't really see that. Yeah, you really can't see the playfield very good. I like the graphics on there. Graphics are pretty cool. And these go on sale, man. I might have to buy one. Look. They definitely look cool. I like the look of these. Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on these things, man. Let's see. Nancy, I did not put any of my Arcade 1-Ups together. I always had a friend do it. What? You didn't put it in here. Man, Nancy, man. You should have did it. Nah, they're not. They're hard to put together. I mean, all Star Wars Dragon's Lair and Tron, I actually did videos on those if you want to go back and look at them. The first one I ever did, my Pac-Man, that one took me over an hour. I think an hour and a half because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. All the other 4 I have, it probably took me, if I wasn't filming it, it probably took me 45 minutes. Because once you do it one time, it's like anything. They're really easy to put together after that. But nah, Tron was no harder than any other cabinet. I mean, the hardest thing on all these machines is putting that last side panel on. That's kind of a pain in the butt. But like my Star Wars, in the video I did on it, I told you what I did with it is if the speaker in the marquee is like the pain in the ass part of it, putting the second side panel on. But if you bolt down both sides of your on the side art, you have 2 bolts right here, and then there's one down here for your speaker. If you actually put the bolts on both sides, you don't have to screw them in all the way. If you just screw them in a little bit, it holds everything, holds that whole part a little tighter, and second side panel just pops right on. Hobby Hands, I watched the original Tron while I built my Tron. Yeah, because didn't you get your Tron almost the same time as me? I thought. Or one of them. What's the original Tron? Built my Tron. Yeah, original Tron. Oh, if you guys didn't know, there is a new Tron coming out. Tron 3. I'm not sure what year it's coming out. I don't think it's coming out this year, but there is another Tron in the works. They got approved last year for the movie. So there is another Tron coming out, probably be later this year or next year, I would say. But that's a cool way to put your Tron together, Hobby Hands. Watching Tron and putting it together, nice. What'd you think, Hobby Hands? Do you think that was hard putting Tron together? It was no different than the other. I love the one thing I really like about Tron, even Dragon's Lair. I love how they slanted the screens on those. Gives you that little box effect. Because if you look at Dragon's Lair, the side art here, look how much wall you have right here on by the monitor. Look on Mr. Doom, man. There's hardly any side panel over here. It's so straight up and down. And that's one reason why I think they finally fixed that with these new Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man's coming out. They finally sat the freaking monitors back like they did on Tron and Dragon's Lair. Because like Mr. Doom, before I put it on the extender, I couldn't see the top of the screen because the marquee was in the way. Now, though, with the extender, the SICK extender, the marquee's out of the way now. I can see the monitor. But it would have been an easy fix all they had to do is slant the monitor down like they did Dragon's Lair and Tron. But I think that's one of the reasons why they're releasing that new Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man is because they dropped the monitors down. I don't understand why they never did that in the first place, but it is what it is. I got it right when it came out. Yep, heard that about Tron 3. Oh, you did hear about that? Yeah, I got it. I pre-ordered Tron. I figured, heck, might as well pre-order it. You get $50 off. That's one thing I give Arcade 1UP credit for is if you pre-order, they always give you a date. It always comes weeks before. Because I think Tron, the pre-order, they were saying it was going to be end of November. And I actually got mine before Thanksgiving. I think I got it right around the 15th of November. So it actually came out 2 weeks earlier than it was supposed to. And even Star Wars, that was supposed to come out February 15th. This year, the new one, and I actually got mine the first week of February. That's one thing I like about those guys, man. That sometimes they actually ship this stuff a little early, which is nice. Get distracted by the movie. Took me longer than the other one, but I was watching the movie. That would distract you a little bit. But yeah, it really didn't take me any longer on that one than the other ones. Dragon's Lair wasn't hard either. I was excited though when I first opened that Tron. I think I even said it in my video. When I was putting my unboxing. As soon as I saw the S panel back there, I'm like, yes, it's gonna have that box feel. It's gonna be, the monitor is gonna be back. I mean, look at it back there. Look at that Tron machine back there. Look at that back there. It's all glowing back there. You can see the black light going on the side panel there. I mean, it's so freaking awesome, man. Love looking at that machine. I like looking at them all, actually, but Tron, man, it's just freaking awesome, especially at nighttime. Only thing I need to really do on my Tron, you can see the front panel here is faded. Just like their marquees are always faded. I'm going to eventually replace that and get one of those nice ones that people are making. One thing I'm surprised that nobody has come out with the Dragon's Lair aftermarket marquee. I really thought somebody would come out with the Dragon's Lair and make it look like the original Dragon's Lair. And it makes me mad too, is because that doesn't make me mad. I still like the marquee, but originally the original design on Dragon's Lair for Arcade 1UP, the marquee was going to be bigger. It was going to be, wider or whatever you want to say, taller. For some reason, they went with a smaller marquee. And you can see like this Mr. Do in Tron, the Dragon's Lair is so much smaller than those two. So if they would just kept their original marquee size, I know it's a different way they did it, but still, I mean, if they would just kept the original size like all the other marquees, it would look perfect. To me, it's still a little small. I'd love to see somebody come out with a bigger one. And I think the original box that this marquee comes in, I think you could still use this original box they have. Because the way they built it, I think you can put a bigger marquee in there. But I'm not 100% sure. Hey, Goofy Foot. What's up, man? How you been, Goofy Foot? You have the cream of the crop. Yes, I do. I have the cream of the crop for me anyways. My cream of the crop, man. That's the top 5 Goofy Foot I wanted. And I got them all now. My number 1 is Mr. Do. It's my favorite one. Plus that one there I had to put together myself. I think right now I got 15 games in my Mr. Do because it is running off a Raspberry Pi. But I don't know, Goofy Foot, what is your dream cab that you'd like to see somebody come out with, like Arcade 1UP or really Arcade 1UP is the only one that coming out with original cabinets. But which one would you like to see? I know you want to hear my top 5 was Pole Position, Moon Patrol, Donkey Kong, Zaxxon, and Spy Hunter. Spy Hunter is my number one. Love to see a Spy Hunter. Hey, welcome back, Kelvin. Goofy Foot 2, man. You see I got my Mr. Do machine up. I put a 6-inch extender on my Mr. Do to bring it up to Tron and Dragon Slayer Star Wars. So I got that one up. What are your thoughts on Fast and Furious? I'm not interested in Fast and Furious. It's not a game I played. That came out later where I wasn't really playing arcade games anymore. Once I went into the military, man, I didn't play games for forever. Actually, once I went into the military, 1988, I didn't really play any arcade games until my son got old enough. Then I got back into arcade games and video games when my son got old enough. Gorf in 5 years. Gorf. So I have to keep an eye on this Legends Ultimate. There's Gorf. Oh, that was a Midway too. What year did that come out? 1981. Gorf. I remember Gorf. Let's see. Ah, man, that looks a lot like that looks like a Zaxxon cabinet. That's like a Zaxxon cabinet. Well, probably is because freaking Midway played Zax. See, they could put this on freaking Zaxxon too. Do you think this was a refurbished Zaxxon? Zaxxon? I can't remember how to say Zaxxon. 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 Because, man, this looks awful like Zaxxon. Well, there it is. You get one. You get the original Catman for $3,900. Oops. I think this might have been a repurposed Zaxxon because I think Zaxxon came out first. All right. Could have stayed on that. I have Moon Patrol on arcade. Kung Fu Master. I'm mining a cab. I'm mining a cab and using the board from the Defender Partycade. Oh, nice, Goofy Foot. Oh, Gorf was first? So they said this one came out in 81. So Zaxxon. What year did this come out? This come out in 82? Yeah, this came out in 82. So Gorf came out in 81. This came out in 82. So did they repurpose Gorf for Zaxxon? Interesting. Because they awfully look awful like looks like almost the same. No, not quite. That's the one that doesn't have enough fights. But it looks like the same cab. Let's see. Is it the same cab? And so there's Gorf. Zaxxon. That flight stick's not the right one, I don't think, but no, they're different. They're different. They are different. Okay. But it seems like I saw some of these look a little more like that one. I thought, but maybe not. I think some people might have just refurbished a Gorf into a Zaxxon. This one has a silver on there, but yeah, it's definitely different cabinet. I forgot about Gorf. Let's see. I mean, this one don't have any music, I don't think. Calvin says, I'm not buying any more arcade one-ups. They're all expensive now and ripping folks off. You are correct, Arcade. I'm not buying any more either. Say this looks like Galaxian. Yeah. Hey, Space Invaders. It's like Galca and Space Invaders put together. Is that really the gameplay? So yeah, I guess that is the gameplay for Gorf. Huh. Interesting. Oh, somebody mentioned earlier about Donkey Kong 3. Yeah. Did you see the new Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man that are coming out for Arcade 1-Up? I think they're going to be not cheap either. So that is the gameplay. That's like Space Invaders and Galaxian put together. It's like they separated the games later. So Donkey Kong 3, Nintendo was still using the same cab. There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's class.
Oh, I should have did images. So there it is. Yeah, it's a pretty cool picture. So you got Popeye, Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong 3 using the same exact. But then, Nintendo, man, saved a lot of money reusing. I forgot about Pengo. Using the same cab for all their. Yeah, I do like the artwork on this. I want a Donkey Kong so bad. I'd love to see that, but I cannot have it where I'm at now because you didn't know my room here is on the second floor, so I know these were light. Donkey Kong was a lighter machine. I think they're still heavy, trying to bring it up freaking stairs. But I do like the artwork on the Donkey Kong 3. There's a red one. You can't really see it real well. They did it a little bit different, didn't they? You can so there's like a little bit of a slant by the marquee. The marquee's done a little different than the regular Donkey Kong. That might have a little bit. I can't tell if that around the marquee is a little slanted or not. But it looks this Donkey Kong looks a little. This one right here looks a little different than regular Donkey Kong. Look, there's all your Nintendo games right there, man. There they all are. Same cab. Yeah, I guess this one here is all the same. There's all your, not all of them, but a lot of the. You got Popeye there. You got Mario Brothers. You got Junior, Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong 3. All the same cabinet. Tell you what, they saved a lot of money. I own the first gen of them. I'm not building them. I own the first gen of them. I'm not buying from for form factor. Yeah, me either, Koofy. But yeah, I'm not getting rid of my Pac-Man I have back there. You can see I got Pac-Man back there. I'm not buying another one. I wish originally though they would have did like they're doing now, where they have the monitor slanted back more like Tron. I wish they would did that originally. I never understood why they did it the way they did it. I mean, it's easy to slant the monitors. I'm not sure why they wanted to do the almost upright monitors where they could easily slanted those originally. But I like my Pac-Man. I'm keeping it. If I ever want to, I could probably slant that monitor myself. If I ever get the gumption to do that with the Pac-Man, but or even Mr. Do. More likely, I would do the Mr. Do that I already modded. I might slant that monitor a little more. But yeah, I'm not gonna buy another one just for form factor either. How many Pac-Mans have they come out with? I mean, they've come out with what, 20? I know it's not 20, but it's quite a few Pac-Mans they came out with. But yeah, I totally forgot about Gorf there, Goofy Foot. That is a cool cab. But see, like that, they could do Gorf, they could do Zaxxon. I mean, I'd be happy with either cabinet. There's Zaxxon there. I mean, but yeah, so there's two games they could have on that machine. Both midways, I think, or no, Zaxxon was Sega, but they still could put them on there. There's a couple other games they could put on there as well, but but I would be happy with either cabinet as long as I had both Gorf and Zaxxon. That'd be so cool. Yeah, if it goes on sale, even if it goes on clearance, man, I'm not gonna buy it. It's cool that it's a one piece. You know how tall those are? I think they do have them on arcade website. Did anybody like to see Arcade 1-Up-2 Zaxxon? Do you think I think it is a Sega product. I don't think I saw on here. There they are. There they are. I forgot Miss Pac-Man is a Galco. So it is going to be assembled. Height is going to be 61 inches. 61 inches. What is the original Pac-Man? I imagine it's going to be 61 inches too. I like it is a one piece though. I do like that. Oh, man, I mean, look at the monitor. Why did they do that to the monitors originally, man? That looks so cool. I'm not going to buy it though for the form factor. So stop looking at it. I mean, oh, it even has a live button. I didn't even realize I had a live button, so it's going to have scoreboards. But look at that, man. Look at it. But look at the black panel. I wish they would do something with this black panel back here. Put some graphics or something on that. So 61 inches. What is the old Pac-Man? Do they even have the old Pac-Man on here? There's a golden T. Dan Z, if you're still on here, man, there's golden T. Here's Miss Pac-Man. Let's look at this one. I think it even has the same games, right? I don't even think they changed the board. I think it's the same board. So the height is a little bit bigger. This is 57.8 height. So they say it's 58. So they gained 3 inches on the new ones, 3 inches. I think 61 would be about the same height as my Mr. Do back there. I think Mr. Do is 61 inches. It might be 62. But it'll be close to the Mr. Do size, which is nice. I do like that size, but I'm not getting it. So I guess that's why they did these upright arcade 1-ups, because they didn't have to add an extra panel. Like Dragon's Lair behind me, he has a oversized marquee, and then they have the back panel. Plus, you have the scoreboard speaker. Where Tron, you can see, has, I think it has 2 panels, has a marquee, and has the S panel. I thought there was one more panel, and then there's, oh yeah, because you have the speaker. So Tron, you had the marquee, you had the panel with the light, and I think speakers on that, and then you had the S panel behind that to drop it, which they could have put the translucent picture on the S panel. They could just did a sticker. But I guess it's the reason why they didn't want to do the screens slanted, because of that black board you have on these new ones. So go back here. Because now you have this black blob back there with nothing on it. So I guess that's probably why they brought the monitors up, so you wouldn't have this. Plus, it's an extra piece, right? When goes the clearance chip, they could add Satan's Hollow. Oh, let's check that one out. Calvin, I'm Pac-Man out. I'm Pac-Man out. That's cool, man. Same games? Yep. Same games, just a new look. I do like the look. Oh, okay. I like, I'm not buying it, but I do like how they put the border around the marquee. That's pretty nice. I like that they did that to them around the marquee. I like the red border around it. What's Miss Pac-Man have? Blue? Oh, it doesn't really have a border. It's just black. It's just a black. That's kind of cool they did it to Pac-Man, though. I like that. Mortal Kombat 2. So that's your 3 that are coming out for 2023. I wonder if they're going to. That Fast and Furious you guys are talking about, did they give any like time or dates on when that Fast and Furious will come out? I know everybody says it's confirmed. I'm not really interested in Fast and Furious because I never really played that game. Hey, welcome back, Papa Brad. They did away with the Miss Pac-Man version and are just doing Class of 81. Yeah, I see that. It's the Class 81 one. Which is a cool idea. I like the Class of 81, but like I said, I'm not buying anymore. I'm done with it. Done with the arcade one. Do you have any New Wave products? Oh yeah, you can't see my New Waves. Hobby hands. Here, I'll jack up the thing. Ugh. There you go. Here's my New Waves up there with Grogu. I got Food Fight and I got Cubert of New Wave. Papa Brad, man, you got the freaking Cubert. Doesn't freaking work. Have you heard anything from New Wave, Papa Brad, with your Cubert? Hey, Papa Brad. Papa Brad in the house. Papa Brad's going to have to come on Arcade Talk. And Calvin, you got to come on Arcade Talk. Maybe when the movie comes out this spring somewhere. You guys think it'll be a summer release for Fast and Furious? I only have one, but it's the Dragon's Lair. Yeah, I tried to get the Dragon's Lair Hobby Hand, but they were sold out. I did see that they brought it back out, but since I got the big one, I didn't feel like I should get another Dragon's Lair. I was tempted, though, to get New Wave Dragon's Lair. The food fight, man. I got the food fight. Look at the food fight, man. It's such a cool cabinet, man. Arcade one that came out with the food fight, I would not buy it since I got New Wave. I ordered the New Wave Toys Cubert and it came deal. Oh, dead on arrival. Yes. I know. I saw you on that stream, man. They're like, here it is. It doesn't freaking work. Oh, they finally got back to you, Papa Brad? That's good, man. Fast and Furious 10. What do you mean Fast and Furious 10? They're going to have 10 games or? I will come on and hang out with you in town. Nice, man. Yeah, Papa Brad was on there last week when I actually I played Cubert last week. A couple weeks ago, I did play Food Fight because, you know, if you guys don't know about New Wave, you could actually hook these up to your monitor and stuff. And you actually can stream these because it actually has an HDMI on the back. But I just love that Food Fight cabinet. Cubert was a plastic. You agree, Papa Brad, that Cubert is plastic side panels? This Food Fight, it's definitely wood panels. I'm at 7 New Waves. Zotar will be 8. Oh, you're gonna get the Zotar? Yeah, I saw the Zotar, man. I laughed when I saw it because like I'm not getting that, but I thought it was cool that they made that Zotar. It's freaking hilarious. If anybody want to look at these arcade one-ups, I got it before the one-up Dragon Lair. I did Burger Time. Gonna build another cab. Burger Time. Yeah, Burger Time is another one. You know, Burger Time is kind of like Food Fight, man. It has, you know, it's kind of unique cabinet. New Wave Toys seem like a good company. Well, and then the one thing I like about New Wave is they always involve the creator of the games. Like Hubert, they did an unboxing with them. He got to see the machine for the first time, and then he signed some. You know, he actually signed some of the Hubert, and then well, they do it with all of them. They did it with Food Fight, Hubert. I'm not sure if they did it with Dragon's Lair. If they did anything with Don Bluth. I don't think they did, but with Cubert and Food Fight, they actually had the creator come on and showed them like the first time and then they signed some of the cabinets, which I thought that was really cool that they involved the creators of the games, at least with Cubert and Food Fight. I'm not sure if they did that with Dragon's Lair or not. And then they signed some autographs as well, which was pretty cool. But I was not one of the lucky ones that got autographed cabinet, unfortunately. Hey, you can see my lightsabers up there too, guys. I got 5 of my lightsabers up here on my Tron machine. I got 2 Savvies up here. I got Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. I got Darth Vader's, and I got Luke Skywalker's lightsabers up there. What is it? Zotar? That's his Zoltar, I guess. It is plastic, yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, Warren Davis. That was Cubert, right? Do you believe? Might even consider buying it if they re-release Burger Time, but not new prices. Just too much. Yeah, I agree. Hobby Hands, way too expensive. Arcade One Up has gotten too expensive. I know that stuff came up. It's funny because like Dragon's Lair, that stuff was made a couple years before they even bring out the cabinet. The prices have gotten stupid considering the quality. Yeah, exactly. Look, let me bring down my camera down a little bit more. Look, Goofy foot. Look at the frame around the coin door on my Star Wars. That's not supposed to be there on a box. That frame right there is gone. It's not there. So the coin door is supposed to be up higher on this Star Wars. So you pay all that money. How much money did we pay for that thing? $600. Somewhere just disappeared. It was just on here. think Star Wars was $600. For some reason, it disappeared off their website. Where'd it go? There's Star Wars. Yeah, $600. $600. We couldn't get the coin door. Oh, here it is. Here. Here's more proof. Let's pop it up in there. Look, there's the coin door. Do you see a black frame around the coin door on here? Hell no. I found a 29-inch X-Wing fighter at the thrift store. $25. Yeah, I still have my original X-Wing fighter from when I was a kid. I actually still have the box for my X-Wing from when I was a kid. And I have the Millennium Falcon. I got the big Millennium Falcon. Where's my other hand? I got the big Millennium Falcon. And that one is in the original box. And the box on that one, man, is in pristine condition. My X-Wing box is in pretty bad shape because I played that a lot. But yeah, so here we go. The coin door. Look, no frame. Another picture, no frame. Ah, we got another picture, no frame. I think that's what you could. I looked down here, no frame. It's in the right spot in all the pictures, but then you get the machine. It's not in the right position. When you get the machine, it has that on it, which I don't really care. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could just move it up, but it just drives me nuts that $600 you couldn't fix the coin door. And where's quality control? Again, where's quality control on this? Goofy Feet says, that would drive me nuts. I know, man. I'd look at it. It's like when I first got the machine, I put it together. I didn't notice it. And then I was going to do my final thought on it. I was sitting there looking at it. I'm like, wait a second. What's that freaking black blob on top of my coin door? Your house got robbed and lost all my stuff about 10 years ago. That sucks, man. Yeah, if I ever get my stuff out of storage, one thing I have those remember those pods in the Sky City in Empire Strikes Back? I actually have those, but it's full of mold, and I don't know what to do with it. I don't know. I don't want to throw it away. I have to somehow clean that mold out there. So I had it under a house in a garage, but not a garage, basement. There's a like half basement, and the outside water hose thing, whatever water spigot going on the outside, actually froze and busted the water, so it got sprayed with water. Never thought about it because it was inside a tote. I thought it would have been safe. Opened the tote one day, man. It's freaking black mold everywhere in that freaking box, and I had that pod from the Sky City from Empire Strikes Back and something else in there. And it's just like total mold. So I don't know what the hell to do with it. Was the cabin I seen SW on Wayfair for $689? $689. So wow, seriously, $90 more. Yeah, really. Go on eBay. People are selling these. People are still selling these Star Wars for over $1,000 on eBay. You know, I'd like to message some of those dudes like, dude, I can get it for $600 right from Arcade One Up or Shop Hippo, whatever you want to say. But it's like, why would I pay over $1,000 when I think somebody on eBay even had the Star Wars, which I think is the first Star Wars, for $2,000. I mean, you people are just crazy. Hobby Hands meant my house got robbed. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Hobby Hands. It sucks they took your stuff. So I had my original blaster from the 80s. I don't have any blasters. My mom was one of those people that once we left the house and went into the military, some of her stuff disappeared, but she did keep all of our Star Wars stuff. So I still have all our Star Wars action figures. Still have that Millennium Falcon, my X-Wing. What are those things called? I forget what those things are called. Tauntauns, whatever. I still have that. And I can't remember all the other Star Wars stuff I have. I have more, but can't think of right now. The Millennium Falcon, though, man, that one's in pristine condition because I was the youngest in our family, and my two brothers, I got it for Christmas, and then my two brothers were like, well, I'm too old to play with Star Wars stuff anymore. So I really didn't play with it. That's why the box and the Millennium Falcon's in pristine condition still. Which I might be able to get a decent amount of money for that someday. Hippo sold out. So really? It sold out, Calvin? Yeah, I was watching that for a while, but so it's finally started because they only sold 30. If you guys didn't know, yeah, sold out. Boom. Add to cart. Nothing's added to the cart though. It says 0. They only sold 3,500 cabinets for this Star Wars. Arcade One Up sold 500, which they sold out within an hour. And then I want to say Hungry Hippo. Shopping Hippo had 3,000. But if you are thinking about getting Star Wars, they said, I know they were doing a Valentine's special. I never saw that they did. Anybody see if they did the Valentine's special? Arcade One Up said they were going to do a Valentine's special on Star Wars. I never really did see if they did do it or not, but I think it was John D or somebody said they might do another batch at some point, but who knows? But 3,500 was the limit. That's why I was trying to tell people, if you really want Star Wars, you better get it because they're only selling 3,500. They might have an extra 100 or 200 sometime later in the year, I think John D said. Diluted bleach in water and all good. That's all you have to do. And it's all plastic, so no big deal. Okay, diluted with bleach. What about? I don't think I could do anything with the box. I guess the box is probably ruined forever because I actually had it in a pristine box too. The box is still in good shape too, but that's all cardboard. I don't think you can get it out of that. Diluted bleach and water. That's all good. That's good to know. Thanks, Goofy Foot, for that one. Man. Appreciate that. The family dog chewed up all my Star Wars figures. No, not the dog. I was devastated as a kid. It still hurts thinking about it. That sucks, man. The dog. Got your action figures. Yeah, we had a lot of that stuff, man, because it was me and my two brothers. I mean, we had AT-ATs, we had freaking X-Wings, we had the TIE Fighters. You know, we had a bunch of stuff between them. My one brother had what's that thing called? I lose thought all the time. Luke Skywalker's little speed thing there. Had the little wheels on it and like bounced, so it looks like it was floating. Boxes are toast, yeah. Unfortunately. See, and that said, that was a good box too, man. Sucks. There's always more money, right, when it's in the original box. That sucks. Had a feeling you're going to say that. Yeah, I forget what the other thing I had in there. I still have a Boba Fett action figure. One of us had the action figure. I remember. I think it was my one brother had Boba Fett. I don't think I had Boba Fett. I had Jawa. I know I had a Jawa. I had a couple Jawas. I had Luke Skywalker. I had Han Solo. I had Princess Leia. I don't know why Mom gave me Princess Leia for. It's like, what are you giving me this girl for? I want a Princess Leia. But the Tauntaun was pretty cool too, if I'm saying that right. Of course, I had the Hoth format and all that. Action figures. Tantans. That's what they're called. Tantans. There it is. There's a Tantan. I had Vader, the TIE Fighter. See, my oldest brother had Darth Vader, Stormtroopers, and a TIE Fighter. Yeah, the wings would pop off. Yep. Yeah, my X-Wing is so... I played with that X-Wing so much that you had that button in the back that the wings would come up, and the thing was, little plastic thing would keep the wings up. We played it so much that that little plastic piece that kept the wings up just wore off, and you couldn't put the wings up anymore. We had to use toothpicks to keep the wings up. how much we played with those. He had an LED. Had the LED that was supposed to be the laser. Yep. Same as X-Wings. The X-Wings had the little laser in the nose of the X-Wing. Made noises too, I do believe, right? Didn't they make noises as well? I think they did. I have purchased most of the Star Wars stuff I lost, but it's still not exactly the same. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the newer stuff were not quite. Had a micron ship that looks like an insect. Love that thing. Micronauts. Micronauts. That's a name I haven't heard freaking forever. Man, I go on for hours with all this stuff, man. There you go, man. You get micro. Is that the same way? It's the same ones, is it? Oh, here's Micronauts. Those are ships, though. People sending that stuff up on eBay, man. Battle Cruiser. Mega Micronauts. Look at this stuff in here. You buy this stuff, man. Damn. Oh, do you guys remember those little those trucks with the big tires, man? They had those ones, but they were like a little the wheels are made out of like soft stuff. Man, I had a bunch of. I had like 5 or 6 of those. I forget what they were called, but they had little spongy wheels. The wheels smelled pretty good. I forget what those things are called. See, that's one of the things my mom threw away. I don't have that stuff anymore. I have Chips. Chips TV show. I remember Chips. I had the Battle Cruiser too. I think did I just see the Battle Cruiser? Oh, there's one Battle Cruiser. Is that what yours look like? Yeah, I remember the Micronauts, but I did not have one. Knots, whatever they're. Battle Cruiser replacement. Micronauts Battle Cruiser. There it is. Got a little dude in there. Yeah, I can't remember those damn trucks were called. And you actually could replace the wheels on those. I think some of them even lit up. So like the headlights lit up and stuff. Those things are pretty cool. The GoBots. I don't remember the GoBots. And you can still buy GoBots at freaking DVD. Oh, it's like the Transformers. Transformers before the Transformers came out. We could even get a lunchbox. I actually had a Star Wars lunchbox when I was in elementary school. Remember that? There's a GoBot. There you go. There's a GoBot. Damn, close up. Close up. Funny. Yeah, I wish I could remember. Well, I forgot about Micronauts. My mom must have thrown that out. Yeah, see, your mom was probably like mine, man. My mom threw a lot of our stuff out. One thing she didn't throw out, though, is our Star Wars stuff. My mom actually threw out my dad actually had a bunch of comic books. She threw those all away. And my comic books he had were from like the 40s, 50s, 60s. She threw all of those away. Those things are probably worth some money. Oh, you actually heard the Galka? Yep, it's back there. Here it is. It's playing back there. By Grugu. Grugu's playing Galka back there. Oh, here they are. I found them, guys. I found them. Yeah, these things. You guys remember these? Datsun. There it is, guys. That's exactly one of the ones I had. I actually had this one. Yeah, see, it has the foam wheels. There they are. I actually found them. Stompers. Play School Ford. Big. No, the Bigfoot one's not those. It's these here. Stompers, complete with foam tires. Love the smell of those foam tires, man. They smell good for whatever reason. Yeah, do you guys remember those? Did not have that one. But I had the Datsun. The Datsun. It was the same, exactly that one there I had. This is the one I had. There it is. You guys remember these? The Stompers. Yes, I know. I had like 5 or 6 of them. Those things were awesome. Guess what? Got thrown in the trash, I think. There they are. You guys agree the tires smelled good? Yeah, there they are. Yeah, some of them had soft foam wheels and some of them were hard plastic. There they are. And some of them, the lights lit up. If I remember right. And I can't remember the other ones I had. Definitely had that brown one. I know I had a Blazer. Good old Stompers, man. Yeah, there it is. Here's the Datsun again. Yeah, I think I had a van as well. I think I might have had this one here. Yeah, I had this blue and yellow one. We looked everywhere. Yeah, I had this blue and yellow one. I know I had that one. Is that the van I had? I can't remember if this is the van I had or not. Yeah, these things are cool, man. I love playing with those. Those get gone too. I don't think I had that one. I think it was that yellow van I had. Yeah, see, there it is. See, some of them had lights. That's right. Oh, I do believe I had this one. I think I had this black. I remember having that. So I remember these. I do believe this wood ones here actually came off. I think those actually came off. Good old stompers. Pretty cool. Definitely had some of those. All right, guys, I'm going to get off. Oh, dang, it's almost midnight. Okay, I'm going to get off here. Yeah, you remember what the I think the first ones that came out did not have lights, and then the newer generation had lights. I do believe the first ones did not have lights on them. But yeah, I remember those things. I think those get gone too. I think my mom went bloop on those suckers. All right, guys. Thanks for everybody stopping by tonight. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Everybody hung out in the chat. Thank you guys so much. It made it so much fun having you guys interact with me. I really appreciate it. I'll be on next week. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Maybe I could get Papa Brad on here next week to pop on. Get on in on here. If anybody else wants to join the stream, just let me know. My email is in my about page. You can always hook me up on emails. It's a great place to get a hold of me because I'm not great with media. Hobby Hands I got to go to. Thanks, Hobby Hands. Thanks, Goofy Foot. Thanks, Papa Brad. Thanks, Calvin. Thanks, Angry. Thanks, Common Sense. Thanks, Big Bad Mike, I do believe it was. Thanks, Vet Gamer. Thanks, Dan Z. If there's anybody I missed, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. Thanks, Inferno. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Love talking to you guys. And we'll see what I do next week. Might do gameplay, might do something else. You guys have any ideas for me to do? Just let me know too. Like I said, anybody wants to come on the stream and hang out, you're more welcome to. Just let me know in advance. Leave a comment in one of my videos because I check those all the time. Both channels. I have this channel, Arcade Talk and Star Wars Review, and I have another channel called Team McCluskey. But just leave a comment or email me if you want to be on anytime. You can pop in for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the whole show. Doesn't matter. But thanks, guys. Have a great night. Good night, everybody. Hopefully see you next time, next Thursday, 9:15 p.m. Hopefully see you there. And until then, I will see ya.